DIY friends, welcome back. I'm so happy and thankful that you're here and you found a little moment in your day to see what I am up to. For everyone else who is here for the first time, welcome. My name is Yanni and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. Like the name is saying, you find here lots of Christmas inspiration all year round, every Saturday and every Wednesday. We are going to do seasonal or daily decor, but you will find lots of inspiration here. So if you like this content, of course, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. If you need the link, you will find the link down below in my description box. There you also find the link for our main channel, Deco Easy. I'm doing together with Diane. So lots and lots of inspiration for you to find. So go over to my description box, of course, after you see this DIY. So for now, enough talking. Come on over and let's do this DIY. For this DIY, you see already I have my tumbling tile blocks on my table. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try out. I just found different tumbling tile blocks, and this one has 60 pieces inside of the box. And for the smaller ones, they always have 40 or 54 inside of them. And they, you see already, they are so much smaller than the bigger ones. So you get more for your money than you than you normally have with this kind of blocks. I don't know the Dollar Tree which how much they have in a package, but this is a great bargain, and this one was only 2.99. That's really a bargain here in the Netherlands, because I know the Dollar Tree will be much cheaper, and maybe you can find them at the thrift store. I don't know, so but look around for some tumbling tile blocks, because we are going to starting our step-by-step DIY. On my table, you see already I have my blocks. I have a couple of the bigger ones, but I also took a couple of the smaller ones, because we don't know what we need. I'm going to try to make the backside of a little truck, and we will hope it will look like a truck. So it's an experiment. I don't know how it will turn out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take 6 of the a little bit bigger blocks, but of course you also can use 6 of the smaller blocks, and I'm going to glue them together like this. Always squeeze and press down like this and remove the glue. That doesn't matter which blocks you use, if you use the bigger one or the smaller one, you always have to press it down and remove your glue like this. We already have 3. Now we go to number 4. That will be kind of a base for our truck, and like this. And this one, the only thing what I see with this kind of blocks is they are not totally yeah, how you say it, real sharp. I hope that's a word, sharp. I don't know, but this not everyone is. I show it to you in a moment. Wait a second. If you see here, they are not totally in a straight line. It's always a little bit, the wood is a little bit kind of the rougher wood, so it's not really neat, finishing neat. That's not a word, finishing neat. You know what I mean. This is a little bit of the rougher wood, so this is not very smooth. So I think that's the word, smooth. So we have our base, 6 of them. We are going to do now 4 of them. Before you think I'm just a crazy lady who is talking English, at least trying to talk English. Most of the time it goes okay, but sometimes I can not come up with the words which you are going to use for it, but I think smooth is a nicer word. And you see here, if you see the block really good tight, you see it's a little bit with a ruffle, but of course it is only 2.99 for those kind of bigger blocks, and I'm really happy with it. So like this. And what we're going to do, we are going to glue them on top of here. So we do some glue on the underside like this, and now we're going to glue it together in a straight line like this. We have to try to get it as fat, and this is what you get. Now you have already the base for your little truck, and I know it still is not looking like a truck, but I hope you bear with me. I hope it will look like a truck. what I did one of the smaller blocks, but you also can use of your normal blocks, cut it in half, and then you get two little pieces, and we are going to use them as our tires. So do a little bit of glue on here like this, and I'm gluing them in between 1 and 2 blocks like this. And now we're going to do this one over here, and also again in between 1 and the 2 blocks like this. Now I still need to get it off my table. And this is already the underside of our truck. And you see already how easy is this. You can make it so easy, and you can use it as an ornament. If we do a little rope on top of here later, you can use them as an ornament if you have a Valentine tree or something else. But you also can make a little stand behind, and then it can stand on its own. Now you see already we have the base of our little truck. What I'm going to make now is here in the Netherlands we call it a bumper. But I don't know, it is in the Dutch is different. It's strange word bumper, but I don't know how you call it in English. I take 3 of those blocks. I'm going to glue them together like this. Very easy, just put it down, squeeze it and remove your glue. And we're going to do the other side with one like this. Squeeze it and press it down like this. And you just see, you just have 3 blocks, but of course you also can make them with the bigger block. But you see they are then a little bit more, I would cut them then, that you get one of this one and 2 halves of this one. So I will do 2 halves because they are bigger. I use the smaller ones and I'm gluing them a little bit over, not totally like this, like the same height. No, I'm going to do it a little bit over it like this. I show it to you. So I'm going to make my glue on this line so it goes over it and the glue is not coming under it like this. And now I'm going to place it on here and press it down, and now you get a nice, like we call here a bumper. So try to remember it. Here in the Netherlands we call it a bumper. It's a strange word, even every time I say it. So like this. What we need a little backlights. So what I took is 2 little wooden rounds, but of course you can use a little piece of your cardboard from some grocery you have laying around, so you don't have to buy something. You also can use a piece of cardboard, and you even can make this one. I use my tumbling tile blocks, but if you don't have them laying around, also you can make it from a piece of cardboard. So I'm going to glue this one on top of here like this. A little bit of glue on here, and I'm going to place them in the middle like here, and this one on this side over here, and again half again in the one in the half of this one and this one like this. But you see already what I'm doing, so I show it to you a little bit closer like this. Now you already have your back side. We only need a little window on the back, and you can make it, I show it to you this way, you can make it from 4 blocks like this. But I think it's sticking out a little bit too much. If the blocks were a little bit thinner, then I would do it. So I'm going to take also a piece of cardboard, make a little square out of it, and I'm going to place it on top of it. I have here my cardboard, and what I'm going to do, because the measurement from 4 of those little blocks are the great measurements for me, so I'm going to place them on top of here like this, and I'm just going to make the line around it. Just keep it in place, get my pencil and just go around it like this, and I can cut it out like this. Make sure that you get the lines, that you still can see the lines, because this cardboard is not really a very, you see, you almost can't see it, but it's a little square over here. And I'm going to cut it out, and if I cut it out, I'm going to glue it later on top of here, because first I'm going to give this a color, but later on you can't, the color you always paint over something you don't want to paint. So I'm going to cut it out, and then we're going to give this one a color. And you see, this is how the cardboard is looking. And of course, you can keep it in a square, but you also can do, because most of the time the windows are a little bit round, just give a nice little round on the edges, like this, of the corners, like how you say it, like this. I show it to you in a moment. And now I hope I have my corners a little bit the same way. So like this. And now we're going to look if it's okay. You see, now he has a little bit more of the rounder window. What we're going to do first, I'm going to give this one a furniture wax, but of course if you want to paint it in the white color, the pink color, the red color, and the color you like, go ahead. I'm just do it in some furniture wax, and I'm going to give this one, I think maybe a red, with some marker, a red color. I have my furniture wax, a very cheap brand, so don't buy expensive ones, because this is very cheap. A little bit of schoolboard paint for the tires, and I have my red marker just for the lights. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do first the lights in the red color, like this. I'm just making them very simple red, but of course you can use also some paint if you prefer that better than a marker. So do whatever you think is right. I'm just going to take the red marker, because I think it's so easy just to go over it with some marker. So like this. I will do the other one also. You see, the lights are red right now. I almost forgot, because we still need to give also the bumper. I call it bumper. Let me know in the comments which is the English word for it. I'm going to do it in the gray color. I almost would forget, and this will be in the black schoolboard paint. So I'm going to take the black schoolboard paint and do with a little of my brush just on top of here, and just try to get it as neat as I can, the tires, like this. And of course we also do the back side. You see, I did the tires in the black color, and of course also I will give the little piece of cardboard, I also will do in the black color. So I also painted, I will lay this here for drying, and I'm going to do the back side of the window. Of course, I also give it a black color. Our tires are almost dry. I'm going to take again a gray marker, because I like that the I call it bumper is in the gray color. So very easy, just go over it and give it a nice gray color like this. And then we are going to do the rest in the furniture wax. You see, the gray is also done, and the tires are dried up, the red lights are ready. So now the only thing we need to do before we can glue up the window is just use our very cheap brand of furniture wax, and just give the whole car a little piece of some rustic look. At least I think always it gives a nice rustic look to it. So I will finish it off, and then we're going to glue the window. This is how the truck is looking like, totally in the furniture wax. And of course I did also the back side, but you don't have to do it. We are only need to glue on top of here our little window, and then I'm going to glue here some letters, wooden letters, but you can use sticker letters, just what you have laying around. And I think I'm going for the word love, but first I'm going to glue this on top of here. So I'm doing my glue gun, of course, on, and I'm going to glue this one on the back side because this is a little bit of the plastic cardboard. So if you have just normal cardboard, you can glue it also with some school glue or something else. But I'm just going to glue it with this glue. So I'm going to go over it. I think I need some glue again, like this. It's very, especially you do the corners real great, because the corners are most of the time the place where it sticks the most. So I'm going to do the corners like this, and I'm going to place them. I have to turn them around, and I'm going to place it like this. And of course I have to squeeze it and keep it down until it is dried up, because there is some furniture wax under it, and furniture wax doesn't glue the greatest, so be careful, like this. And now I hope it sticks on top of here. So like this. And now we're going to do the words love. You see, these are the letters I will use. This is just black wooden letters, but like I said, just do ahead what you think it's looking. You can also use a different word. So I'm going to glue it on top of here, and then we're going to do the finishing touch. It was a little bit of a struggle to get the letters exactly in the middle, because I should have measured it out, but I didn't. What I still need a finishing touch, I'm going to try to make a cutout from the piece of cardboard I have left over, two little hearts for on top of here. And I just take a little piece like this, and I'm just going always start in the underside, going this way and this way. Like this is just no way of no rhyme or reason why I do it this way or else, but I think everyone can make a little heart of their own, like this. You see, you already have a nice little heart on top of here. I will make a second one, and then we glue them also on top of here, and then we only need a little hanger. This is how the hearts are looking like right now, and of course you can do more lights, more hearts, little ones, just what you prefer. I like two of this one, and I leave them also in the white color, but you can give them a pink color, and even with markers you can very easy change them up. What I'm going to do for the back side, I'm going to take a piece of twine. I just have a little bit of the thinner twine. I'm going to double it up like this, and I'm just going to make a little knot on the back side of on this side and on the other side like this, and turn it around like this, and also do a little knot over here like this, cut it off like this, and this one also, and I'm going to glue them on the back side. I changed it up a little bit because I thought I would like a knot on the back side, but I made it a little bit shorter, and now I'm just did some glue on the top of here. Just glue two pieces together, turn it over a couple of times, and then glued this one on here. So like this, and now you see already this is how he's looking like right now, and I am really happy how he is. So in a moment you see the end result. At this moment you were expecting the end reveal of our little truck, but I was just playing around a little bit with my blocks, and I have a nice and quick DIY for you also. So I'm doing this one extra because I think you will love this, and it is again an experiment. I don't know how it will turn out, so if you don't like it, just don't make it. So what we're going to do, we are going to make 6 blocks on top of each other like this, and we make 2 rows of it. So it's very easy, 2 rows of 6 blocks. And I have here 3, 5 and 6 like this. So we are going to make 2 rows of 6 blocks, like I said, like this. Squeeze it and press it down again, number 2, and try them get them as even as you can, because that will your work will look a lot nicer like that, like this. And remove the glue again, number 5, and press it down. And now we're going to do the last one of this row, like this. And you see already, also here is one which is not totally coming to each other. He is a little offline, so but we will work with it. We're going to do the other row and like this. But I think if you have the blocks from someone else, you probably also will find that not every block is the same measurement and is as smooth as they should have been. Number 3, number 4, like this. And again, press it down. And of course, if you don't like to see how I make my DIYs, I understand completely. Just go over and skip forward until the part you want to see it. But for everyone who enjoys to see and want to make them also for in your own decor, then of course I hope you will stick here together with us like this. Now we have already 2 rows. What we're going to do, we're going to do the other side with some glue again, like this, and we glue them together, and we are going to squeeze them real hard and press them down. Now we already have the base, because you still don't know what we are going to make, and I think I'm not going to tell you until we are done, and then I hope at least you will see what this will be. We are going to take right now, we are going to take a piece of cardboard again. This is just the box for my tumbling tower blocks, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure out this side, and I'm going to make 1 point over here, 1 point over here, so like this. With a pencil I did draw it out, you see this one, and this is what we are going to use. So I'm going to cut the pieces out. It's very easy, just an old piece of cardboard, just cut it out like this. I will do that, and then we are going to glue it on top of here. This is how our little piece of cardboard turned out. What we're going to do, of course, I thought I was already saying we are going to glue it, but of course we still wait a second. I'm going to paint this in the black color, and I'm going to do this in some furniture wax, but I think a lot of you already know which way I will go. And again, I'm taking my black schoolboard paint, and I'm going to paint it in the black color, just like I did with the truck. And I'm using the underground of my old piece of board, just so I can lay it around like this. Just make it black, and of course, but you can use of course another color. I use the black, but you don't have to use it like this. So I let it dry for a little moment, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the black away, and I'm going to take my furniture wax, and I'm going to do my base from 2 times 6 blocks in some furniture wax like this. And of course I also do the back side like this. And always try, when you use furniture wax, just try to do it at the end. You can do all the ways, but at the end try to at least the lines in one direction, that then your work looks a little bit nicer. Also the little top is in the black color, and he is dried up. What I'm going to do, because he did curl a little bit, because the cardboard is not very thick, so it is very thin cardboard, so I have to turn it over and just do some glue on top of it, and then glue it immediately on top of my piece, because or else it doesn't work anymore. So I have to be fast and just hope it will stick in place, because this is not, maybe I need some other glue, but we will see. Now I have to make sure that I get it on top of here. Of course, we have to move it like this, and I have to press it down and remove the glue like this. And he is on top of here. I have to get away some little bit of the glue, because he did mess with the glue. I messed with the glue, of course, and you see already I have a little bit of the paint away from the black, so I will work this with the black paint again, so because we want to have a nice straight line. You see, I finished it up. Now he's totally in the black, and you probably already know what I will make if you see this. What we're going to do, I'm going to take my twine, double it up for a little big piece, because I want to cut this open so I have nice two pieces like this, and I'm going to lay two of them next to each other around our little top of our, like like you already know, it will be an envelope like this. So I'm going to do some glue on the first like this, and I like to double it up, but of course if you like one piece of twine or a piece of bigger twine, it's also fine too. So but I am going to do, I'm just double up like here, and I'm placing it down on top of here, and I wait until it is dried up before I go further, because or else you will ruin it, and that's not what we want. Just do some glue around the lines like this, and then lay your twine inside like this. Wait a second until it is dried up again. Place it over, go to the point, and just do it over here. Again, double up, place it down. Wait a little moment until it is dried up. Then we are going to turn it over, and we are going to make the turn this way. I hope you still can see it. I show it to you in a moment like this. I'm going to do some glue over here and like this, and now we have to make sure that we turn okay and place it down like this. I show it to you in a moment a little bit better, because it has to stay in place. Remove the glue you don't need. You see, I will show it to you a little bit closer. This is what I mean. And now we're going to finish this side off with a line like this. Again, just place them next to each other like this, and wait until you, before you cut it, it has to be dried up, or else you will, like I said, you will ruin it, and that's not. And now just cut it off, and now you have your own little line around it. And if you see in the middle, you just see I just turn it over, but still keep them next to each other like this. What I'm going to do right now, because I still need to cut off this piece because it's a little bit too wide. I have the middle. I'm taking the same little round I used at my truck, like this, and I'm going to glue this on top of here in the middle. Just do some glue on it and glue it exactly in the middle. I have to look that I have it in the middle, and keep it in place again for a little moment like this, And now I'm going to give this a red color like I did also with the truck. You see, I'm using again my red marker and just go over it. It's so easy. Like this, and now he's also in a nice red color. And it gives a nice accent for the Valentine. And now I'm going to take my wooden letters again. And I'm going to find a word. I hope I can find love letter. And if this still is fitting over here, or maybe just letter, we will see. But I will find the wooden letters. Oh, you fell out of me. I was just in the sentence. I mean, I just tried to get love letter, but of course you can use also, I use the wooden letters, but you can also use the sticker letters, just what you have laying around. On my table you see already, be kind, and of course I was thinking about doing the word letters, but that was not a great side. At least I didn't like it, but if you like it, it's also fine too. But I am choosing for be kind, so I'm going to do here be kind on this side of my envelope. So I will glue this on top of here. You see, I have my words on top of here, be kind, and I know you see it backwards, but that's just my telephone. You also saw it backwards with my truck, but when you see the end reveal, you see he will have this the right side. So we are already almost done. We only need a couple of little white hearts, and we do it the same like we did with the truck. Just take a piece of cardboard and just very easily just make a little heart and just make it the way you are always making them. It's so easy to make. Like this, you already have one little heart, and you can do them on top of here, but you also can do a couple of them over here. You see already I did cut out all the little hearts just from a piece of cardboard. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some glue on the back side and just glue them in place over here. Just do them wherever you think it's fitting. Of course, remove the glue because I am already under the glue. You see already, like this. And how easy is it just to make those little hearts? And this DIY is cost you almost nothing, only a couple of tumbling tile blocks. The rest is most of the time garbage and things you have laying around. And like this, a little glue on the back side of this one, like here. We are going to do on this side, over here, and the last one, the little one, and we are going to place it over here. I have to look if I have him the place I want to have him, like this. And you can do lots of more hearts if you want to have more hearts, and of course you can color them in the pink color, in the red color. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over, do a little piece of our twine we also use for the front, double it up, and again do some glue on here, lay both of the pieces in the glue so you have a nice start of your hanger on the back side. Wait until it is dried up, and I'm already stuck to my own glue. I know if I am the only one, but I am always stuck on my glue. We are going to again turn it over like this. Just turn a couple of times your twine so you get a nice ending of your twine, and I think I want to have it a little bit shorter because for me it's a little bit too long. So I think this is more than enough, so I'm going to cut it off over here like this. Do some glue a little bit on the same place I did it on the other side, and again place your twine inside and keep it in place for a little moment until it is dried up like this. And then also our envelope from Valentine is ready, and I was I couldn't I couldn't show you this, so I just had to show you this envelope, of course. My English today is really bad. I am really sorry. So sometimes you have kind of those days. It is Monday, so maybe that's it. But bear with me. I hope you understand everything I said. If you don't, leave a comment down below. Now we are going to the end reveal of both of our Valentine DIYs. And here you see finally the end reveal of our homemade from Tumbling Tower Blocks Valentine hangers. And I am so happy how both of them turned out. It was an experiment and they turned out very nice. I hope you got a little bit inspiration from it to make them for yourself because they are so nice to use in your Valentine tree or maybe your tea tray. And you also can use them on a ladder. I think I will use mine on a black ladder. So lots of ideas. I hope you enjoy this. And of course, in a moment, I show it to you a little bit closer. But for now, thank you so much for spending this time together with me. I had so much fun making it. And of course, if you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. And for coming Saturday, you will see new Christmas inspiration. But of course, with a twist, you also can use it in your daily decor. So I hope to see you then. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye.